Welcome to another collective tea leaf reading. We've got our offering cup, we've got our tea leaves ready to go. Now, everything about this reading has screamed to me unbalanced, negative. There's a lot of anger, there's a lot of upset, a lot of blaming other people. And I really, truly feel like it's because of the holiday season. Everyone's just on edge. All the tensions are running high. Everyone is trying to do everything and be everything to everybody, especially involving children. There were so many adult-children interactions in here, and they were all negative. They were all the adults scolding the children or otherwise trying to discipline the kids. And I think what a lot of us forget at this time of year, that it's overwhelming for everybody, including the kids, and especially the kids. Myself, like last night, my kids were exhausted and they were crying at bedtime. And I just thought to myself, I am 39 years old almost, and I'm overwhelmed. I'm feeling exhausted myself and overwhelmed myself and just burned out myself with the holiday season here. And I can only imagine what it's like to be a little kid and to have all of these things being put on you, and okay, well, we're going to go here and we're going to go here, and their teachers are telling you this, and the school concert this, and at school the teachers are trying to get everything ready for Christmas, and they're stressed at their own homes, so they're stressed at school. And no matter what, the kids kind of bear the brunt of it. So I can only imagine what it's like to be a little kid at this time and being pulled in all these directions by all the adults in your life, without having the adult reasoning skills to cope with that. So for this reading, I don't have any particular messages for individuals. I'm doing this a bit differently. It's an overall overwhelming feeling of negativity and unbalance. So what we all need to do is to just take a deep breath and remember, the holidays are not supposed to be about money or doing every single activity that we can do. The holidays are supposed to be about being present with the ones we love in our life. The holidays are supposed to be about fun and happiness. And if you do have all these activities set up, and then you just think, oh my gosh, it's going to be a nightmare to get to this one, remember that that's not the vibe you want. You know, the goal of the holidays is fun and happiness. It's not, this is going to be a nightmare, but I want to do it so that I say I did it. So I think that an overall feeling of peace needs to replace this overall feeling of negativity. Something else that I did see in here is that typically when we blame our kids, or when we fight with our kids, or when we put something on our kids that's not necessarily their fault or not necessarily because of them, it's truly like our own demons that we're fighting, or it's something inward for us. We need to break the cycle of, well, our parents did this, and now I have to do that too. My parents took me to every single activity, no matter what, and we cried all the way there in the car, and we cried all the way home. So I want to take my kids to everything, even if it means we cry all the way there and we cry all the way home. So I really encourage you to think back on how things made you feel when you were a child. And even if you want to continue those activities with your kids, remember how it made you feel to know that you had to go when you were tired, when you were exhausted, when all you wanted to do was curl up and snuggle with your parents on the couch and watch a Christmas movie, but had to go to yet another activity. So remember about the way things made you feel, and not necessarily all the activities that you did that you feel that you have to do with your kids now, if that makes sense. I think that what would be really helpful for everyone at this time of year, I know that everyone is so busy. I know that we feel like we don't have 5 minutes or 10 minutes to ourselves. So, what I would really, really encourage people to do at this time of year is when you go to bed, typically people have 5, 10 minutes, even like half an hour before you actually fall asleep. In that time, try not to worry about the next day. Try not to think about all the activities you're going to do the next day. Try to use that time as a meditative time and to go inward into yourself. Instead of thinking outwardly, tomorrow we have to do this and this and this, and then I have to get this present and this present. Take the time when you're lying in bed before you sleep to try to go into a meditative state, and just, you can even call on your spirit guides or whatever names you give them, and just say, how can we find some peace this season? I don't want to be rushing around. I don't want to feel this negativity. I don't want to fight and argue with my kids. And just say, why am I doing this? Why am I continuing this cycle? Why am I fighting with my kids? And I think that you will find that you're not fighting with your kids because they're doing something wrong. You're fighting with them based on things that have happened to you in your past, and you're just kind of unconsciously taking it out on them. So I'm not saying this to make anyone upset. I'm not saying this to make anyone feel guilty. This is a collective, which means so many people are going through the exact same thing right now. I am friends with all parents and we're all doing the same thing, and we're all trying to break out of it. So this is your sign, and these are the ways that you can help yourself to break out of it. These are the ways that you can help the people around you break out of it. So just remember, when you go to bed at night, that is your time by yourself. That is your time to just go inward and ask yourself a few questions. Why am I doing this? How does it feel when I'm doing this? And your guides will help you if you ask them for help. They may come to you in a dream. They may come to you in a thought or an image. The next day, when things start to get stressful, you might just suddenly feel peace come over you. And that is your guides helping you and trying to get you out of the cycle and into what can be your new normal of just taking a deep breath and thinking, nope, everyone's upset, everyone's exhausted. We're just going to pop some popcorn and snuggle on the couch with some blankets today instead of these 3 activities that we were going to do. Maybe we can all take a day off work and a day off school, and we can just relax this week, and we'll just have a family day at home where we're just chilling at home. We're having hot chocolate. We're just enjoying each other's company and not enjoying an activity, not enjoying a thing, not enjoying an event. We're just going to enjoy each other, which is truly, truly what the holidays are supposed to be about, is enjoying each other. So I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday season. Yule is coming up. Happy Yule to everybody. I'm hoping I can do another reading next week, and I will see you then.